Before we move on to a brand new route, I'm back in the witch chapter again by popular demand, because apparently there's an option that gives us something that apparently a lot of you want to see. Okay, so we'll see it. Let's give her the blade again. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of my goodwill.
You can't be serious.
It's not a democracy. We're giving her the blade.
You're going to get everyone killed, you know that, right? You toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
You're beautiful. I want to actually save you, and this feels like the only way to do it. Okay, from like a role-playing perspective, I have to say that I probably would never have picked this because it sounds so... Like we're in a tense situation right now, and then I just drop, oh, you're beautiful. I sound like some random guy on Tinder who doesn't get any dates.
She pulls back, clearly caught off guard by whatever nonsense you just said to her.
But she's blushing! You kidding me?
I thought it was nice. Whether it's nice depends on if we meant it. We didn't mean it. Did we?
Oh my goodness.
If you were lying, we'd all know. But unfortunately, you weren't lying.
What? What do you mean by that? What kind of game are you playing?
The look of surprise that momentarily softened her features vanishes as she steels her nerves.
I wouldn't recommend doing this in real life. Her reaction is... Well, it's shaped by my perception of her, all the yada yada yada, all that, right? But in real life, I don't know about everyone else, but if someone said that to me, I would immediately back away from them.
And then she buries the blade in your heart.
Okay, thank you.
What? No, come on, that's not right.
We are back to the Thorn. It just skipped by really quickly, but we're in the 3rd chapter again.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms. She trusts us! She trusts us! Doesn't that set your heart aflutter? Yeah, a little. It could just be nerves. Being this close to her does bring back unpleasant memories, but I don't know, it doesn't feel bad. It feels good. Like we're special to her.
Yeah, someone giving you their trust. It's like they hand you their heart, and implicitly they're saying, please don't crush it, please don't damage it. And because they show such a vulnerable thing, you feel honored to receive it.
We are special to have gained an ounce of trust from a maiden so guarded. Now all that remains is to free her from her bindings. Yeah, let's do it. Let's show her how much both of us have changed. Or, hear me out, we slay her. Right here, right now. She's never... That sounds like a splendid idea. You should... I see that the lines have been drawn. It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2. You don't count. And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Cut her free?
Yes. What a good idea. Let's cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her. I can do whatever I want, and everyone deserves a chance at redemption. Let him join us and be merry. We are all united by our passions. That's right. What he said. We've already given him a chance at redemption. And who says I don't deserve another? I really mean it this time. I'm big enough to admit when I'm wrong. So I want to help you all free her.
Yeah, you're on the side that lets you live.
And I have no problem with that. Welcome to the team. You're one of us now. One of the good guys. You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches. Relax, and she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. Such a pathetic attempt at distraction and subterfuge. Our blade is a dashing sword, and every dashing sword is an extension of its hero. It won't slip.
The voice of the smitten is a hero too, a hero of love.
You're right. He can't even make it slip, can he? He's a bit of a nobody. Good thing I've been on your... The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Do you see the way she's looking at us? Kiss her. Kiss her now before the moment ends.
Is this what we all wanted to see?
Can we actually do that?
Oh, the music stopped.
No, you can't. Absolutely not. You know as well as I do that we can. And we wouldn't want to throw away a chance for a special moment, now would we?
Is that in your blood, opportunist?
If I were only capable of throwing myself off a bridge. Well, are you going to describe our steamy, romantic kiss? You lean in and you kiss her.
Oh.
And she reciprocates enthusiastically. You kiss. It's done. Are you happy now?
No, we need more detail. Was her tongue?
Come on now, this is the big moment. You can do better than that. Ugh, fine. You and the princess lock eyes and stare deep into each other's souls with all the roaring emotion that comes from letting what once was hatred turn into pure, unbridled passion. Are you making fun of us? And then each of you close your eyes and kiss. Words can describe neither the nuclear fire nor the oceanic depth of your connection. Please. I think he actually likes romance. If history itself were not about to end, historians would document this moment for the rest of time.
Oh.
Musicians would write era-defining ballads, and great artists would expend entire lifetimes trying to merely capture the spark you hold right now.
That's better.
It doesn't matter either way, because this is good stuff. I'm aware of my skills. He's making fun of us. But unfortunately for you, the moment doesn't last forever. You open your eyes, the princess smiles gently up at you. Time for you to damn the whole world to oblivion, I suppose.
Oh, that's sweet.
That was nice.
That's arguably the only nice thing that's ever happened to us in the entirety of forever.
Her hand slips into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs. Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out.
I need you to stop one line before. Please, after all the trials we've been through, do you really think a few measly thorns can stop us? Love is an even more powerful weapon than our blade.
We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only... I'm not even sure we...
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here.
We'll cut into it this time.
As you swing your blade into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield. Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. Your nightmare is our dream. Whatever world would condemn star-crossed lovers like us to a cycle of violence and despair isn't a world worth saving. We'll weave something new together. Something better. You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Well, that was an interesting turn of events. I think this is probably the end of the differences. Everyone just wanted to see the kiss, and you know what? It was interesting to see. But if I take this scene seriously, I think I prefer without the kiss. It's funny, but I think the funniness... Because last time when I was here, I was just sad the entire time, and then the funniness kind of, makes me a little bit less sad. Let's go. And then we're free.
Hands clasped, the two of you open the door and step out into a new day. You irredeemable murderers.
Okay, let me just quickly check there isn't anything new
What
here.
do we do now?
No, there isn't.
Where's everything going? Why is it so cold?
Rest well, my dear. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. We can go start an actual new route now. Alrighty. So we'll go back to, I think it was right here. Okay, well, that was a longer detour than I expected. Let's get going then. I did look up a brief flowchart of what else is left, and surprisingly, there isn't much more. I was intending on just doing 2 playthroughs and then ending it off whenever the 2 playthroughs ended, but because there's not that many chapters left, I'm kind of like, should I just try to do the other chapters too anyway? I'm not going to be able to save all of them, of course, but maybe it'll be nice to take a look anyway. We're so close. Well, I mean, if you want to see all of it, definitely let me know.
The interior
of course, I can't do all the
almost
different tones, but
bare.
It would be nice if we could get to each unique chapter at least once. That would be cool. I'm going to take the blade this time.
You take the blade from the table.
Mm-hmm.
The door to the basement.
Just go down.
Good. You're still listening to
We've seen all this already. Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you.
That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the 2 of us can talk things out.
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
No, we'll tighten our grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hand.
The explore options. The stuff that, remember, belief has so much power here. Whatever we say might come true. And something that seems so minute is going to be the difference between entering all these different routes here. Are you sure she's not armed?
I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the 2 of us can be civilized with each other?
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Squint at the princess while holding onto the blade.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The 2 of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Squint at the princess even harder.
You squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Oh, is this a staring contest now? Slay her. But we can't because we don't have the element of surprise.
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck.
Which is really weird. If we saw this the first time around, it would totally be like if she had a blade, why wouldn't she just try to get herself out already? Especially one that she can maneuver.
Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
Oh well, I guess I'll just die now. I'll try my best.
With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
I didn't think that was gonna work.
Oh.
The 2 of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
This is romantic.
Somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
But whenever we go through a new chapter 1, a playthrough that starts from chapter 1, that princess that's been in the regular cabin, was she transported from a different cabin? Because then why would... I understand the chapter 2 princess knowing that she's... something weird's going on here, but the chapter 1 princess also seems to know this too.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, we didn't make a great first impression. The Razor.
You're on a path In the woods, you're here to slay her.
Who's here? Who's here? We'll figure it out.
A warning, she will lie.
He couldn't be more on the money.
Cheated.
We're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you. We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Now she hates me for sure, and she's on guard.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Does gravity, is that not a thing here? This blade is falling off the table. This chapter is called The Razor. Let's take it.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Even though technically we were the first to do that. Let's go. Oh, we can open the door normally.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
What? Where could the princess live where you wouldn't say that? Even if she lived in a nice fluffy castle with marshmallows and rainbows, you would still say that.
Scraping? She's not even trying to hide her knife. It's like she wants to get in our head.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head.
No, but we've thought it now. It's gonna come true.
Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Her voice sounds different from any other time we've heard her before. It sounds sharp.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yes.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
She looks surprisingly normal. She's drawn sharply, but she looks fairly normal.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we?
She's smiling.
She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
She knows I'm armed.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
What's wrong with her voice? Did she eat her knife? I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh?
Strangers you've never met? Yeah, okay.
Silly little bird-face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me. I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
Like what I did to her.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job.
But I'm nervous.
All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Do you remember what happened last time? She's gonna say no.
Last time? If somebody came into my house and tried to kill me and I cut his neck open and then he stabbed me in the heart and we both died looking in each other's eyes, well, surely I would remember that.
That's so romantic. Dying in each other's eyes.
But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
She's not even trying to hide it. It's not in her nature, because she's like a strong version. She's not a cunning version.
Last time? What are you talking about? Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth. I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right? Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Yeah, no. Duh. This is one where we're too far gone already. It can't be like the Thorn, where we've heard each other so much that at the end we're just like, oh, I'm so tired. Let's just stop. If I just leave her here. If I come close to you, you're just gonna stab me, aren't you?
What? No, I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason. And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
She's sweating a little bit.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her?
Once we explore all the options.
We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance.
We don't know if her arms are truly bound by the chain.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now? You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No, I have my dignity. Fine, then we'll continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife? And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Just listening to the lines, I would have thought this is pure confidence, but she actually looks like she's sweating a little bit.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death.
Oh.
Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
How do you know that? We can't see her hands. Can we just talk things through?
But we don't have anything to talk through. We're strangers and this place is cramped and annoying and you should just come over here and let me out.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
I like talking. But that's exactly what happened, so you do remember it.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again? I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
For the first time again.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count.
Yes, we really needed someone to confirm to us that.
Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
I like it when you make it hurt, babe. I don't have the key.
Oh, you don't. Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure. Okay, I'm bored now.
Oh, but I'm not.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... Shit. In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. Huh. So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all.
Is this what you meant by saying she's not armed? Her arm is the blade. She's not holding onto it. Oh my god.
How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do?
I wasn't done with the questions yet, but you know what? The princess getting bored? That's an important thing for you to know, narrator, because us getting bored is why you can never have your perfect ending.
At least we're safe here. She's still in chains.
Is she? I can't tell.
And those chains stop her from continuing her advance, at least for a moment.
We don't know how long this can extend.
She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion. And then she slices through her arm.
I forgot she would do that.
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here.
Let's go.
She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace. Ah, shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it. And use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched.
Look at my baby blade versus her entire freaking machete.
You keep pace with her for a single brief and wordless exchange before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defense. She's even better at this than she was last time.
She had however long to practice.
Bloody cheater.
I'm going to kill you now.
Wait. My love, please, wait, let's talk.
And with a squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Wow, we just got railroaded in this. There wasn't a single choice that we could have done here that could have prevented that, right? It didn't feel like it. Damn. The arms race. Oh god, what does that mean? What kind of arms? The weapon kind of arms?
You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
You know what? I agree with that. I'm sick of having to hear your warnings and having to go through the woods every single damn time.
Your what? The interior of the cabin is sharp. A constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
I didn't know that Cheetah could do that.
I feel dizzy. Ho 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 ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
Cheetah is actually the cheater. And now this blade sits at an even more impossible angle.
Nobody holds the cards. That's how it's always been. That's unfortunately how reality works. The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
Hunted, cheated. This time we just keep dying.
What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win every time?
Oh!
It hurts being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and doing nothing.
We got 2 new voices in 1 chapter.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our 3rd? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
Okay.
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world. Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure.
Oh, okay.
You take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
We don't get to make any choices today, it feels like.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp. That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually. And what if we never do?
We have time on our side.
Don't be like that. I know things are hard right now, but we gotta stay positive. If they're confident, then I'm confident. So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to?
What do we want to do about the mirror? Can we slice it?
I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? But there isn't a door, there's just that mirror. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
What the hell are we looking at then?
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Is someone putting us back together after dying, or are we getting a new body? If the latter, we should look pretty okay.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Cheated is fired up. We haven't gotten the chance to smash anything. Maybe smashing wouldn't have worked anyway, because the moment we touch it, it just disappears.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
It's even sharper than before.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Again, she looks kind of normal. Her dress is kind of sharp, but we can see hands. Probably because she can retract the blades on the man or something. I like how her little tiara, her little princess crown changes every time.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Oh.
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again. Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
There's not even a guarantee that winning once will do anything for us.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
This is basically... I mean, he basically said it, that we were doing some time hopping here. He's slipping up.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
And this time, she didn't even have any trouble. She didn't have to chop off her own arm.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Do you want me to walk over?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
I've got a little blade. Oh, that's easy. I'm gonna try flirting with her.
Now, I've tolerated quite a bit from you, but this is a bridge too far. Please don't try romancing the princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her.
Yes, but all women have weaknesses. Or something.
Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
I'd rather not.
It's not like she wants us, anyway.
I'm fine with it. Let's see where this goes.
That's a spirit cheated. Ooh. I'm gonna give her a smoldering look.
The look. The look. We've all used it.
Yeah, do you not know about the look?
The look coming from a bird monster.
Even I know about the look.
You flash the princess the look. And a rosy blush rushes to the princess's cheeks as she breaks into a wide grin. Unbelievable.
Wait, how is this working? But she might still kill us. She's into it, but she's still gonna kill us.
Oh, Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too. Neat.
Oh, okay. You know what? If you want to come kill me, you know what? I'm okay with it. Let's go.
Oh, be damned. This is actually going to work, isn't it?
Still going to kill you. But now we can both enjoy a mutual romantic subtext to the murder.
Yeah!
Or not. At least she likes us. I've never been liked before.
Embrace the feeling before we die.
Blush still glowing in her cheeks. The princess closes the distance between you, blades flashing.
I'm mesmerized by whatever's going on with her feet here.
She skewers you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, love.
Ow. What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit? What matters is that she likes us. She's even said as much. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die?
We have like 5 voices here today, and the Smitten, welcome back.
You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
Oh, wait, did I die already? I didn't die. Why did we get a new voice? That's weird.
I think we're dead, and that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead. Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
50.
This is 4.
4? We didn't die yet. He didn't say everything goes dark and you die.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Oh, thank you. Nobody has ever said that to me.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances.
She's still looking like this, so I didn't think we moved to a new place, a new chapter.
Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
As long as we keep moving. We'll win her heart eventually. Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Come on, show me something new.
We can't flirt with her anymore, unfortunately. What if we are like, you know what, I'll just be your slave. We're gonna appeal to her authority. Puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. It doesn't work, and she kills you again, and again, and again, and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires. Whoa, it's at the point where even the narrator... We didn't even get to go to the long quiet. Man.
Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
Oh, you guys are still here, but the narrator's gone.
She skewers you.
Oh, okay. That was just a stylistic choice.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder. She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Wait, is the implication that I'm coming back to the cabin every time and then I keep respawning at the basement and she's killing me again? Oh my goodness.
And then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
We have a party.
Just panic! Flee! She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. She's going to kill this body either way, so stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
Oh, even her teeth are all super sharp.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. None of this is working. Think. She skewers you.
I think we've actually met all the voices now, or at least the vast majority of them.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
What made that last time a little bit different that we can actually escape this? Chapter 4! Mutually Assured Destruction. Chapter 4!
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here.
Shove it and just watch.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Oh, okay. Can we get a better one?
Ho-ho! What if we throw it out the window? Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
There is no better way, you're right.
I'm sure I can think of a better way to die.
Like what?
They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them?
You know what? I like this. We're taking over.
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
We didn't even win once.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
We really are star-crossed lovers, though. That really is true, and there is no door.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know.
More of a complete 90-degree angle drop, I would expect.
Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
If you can do it within, like, 2 words per environment, I'll let you have the role.
Don't care, just want to win. Fine. Make your
Hi.
way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
No chains this time.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together.
Her face is kind of funny.
But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
How many knives do you have now?
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing.
Yeah, come on, man. I'm gonna, like, skip this so quickly if you say something old, but I want to hear the new stuff.
Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
I feel like that's been a commonality across some of the gorier ones. Like the one that we met the first time we went to the wilds is being able to see the heart. It's like how the Hansi always describes the vessel's heart whenever she gets a new one.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Do you have any more?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine. Yes, behold, the perfect woman. Do you think we can throw her out the window?
I don't think there's a window here anymore.
That looked painful. How is she still alive?
The heart.
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore.
How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
Oh, everyone plays.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Oh, I dumped them out, and... Wow. It's a normal room, except she's still not normal. It's just me and you, I guess. Oh. Oh!
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Thank you. You are too. Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm, free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. What determines when the long quiet gets activated? Is it just passage of time? Too much time within the same construct, within the same chapter? Because that felt like it just came out of nowhere. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. No voices to clear. You do so. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They've already been gone. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You approach the cabin. Yikes. Wow, that was
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
At least it was kind of lighthearted. It felt like a nice change from all the sadness I usually feel. This one is still sad underneath, but like the comedy made it hurt a little bit less. Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Okay, that's good. I'm gonna save here because I cannot tell the difference between all my saves here because they always look the same on chapter 1. I'm gonna go back to... So this is it. And then I'm gonna go back to... This is in chapter 2. I am not gonna take the blade. Because if we go down with a blade, the narrator mentions, oh, she knows you're armed, but what if we're not armed?
Are we really doing this without a weapon? You know she has one, right?
It's a lot less chaotic here. She's still gonna kill me though.
The door to the basement creaks open. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it.
Scraping? She's not even trying to hide her knife. It's like...
That sound could be anything. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Something like that.
There's something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
She sounds threatening because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. Does she?
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Now we can ask her some of the other questions. I don't have a weapon. Isn't that a sign of goodwill?
Yes! Yes, of course! Haven't you seen that I've only been nice to you since you got here?
Has she? Her words have been fine, but her general attitude's been weird and extremely suspicious. And I think that's what really counts. This shouldn't even be a question. She absolutely has not been nice to you.
Yeah, I'm not trusting this. Bye. Bye.
It's boring if you leave.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored.
Oh no.
Not in a way that matters.
Oh no, she's bored.
She's... Shit.
No!
In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. Huh. So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all.
Well, I kind of expedited everything.
How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do?
So I wasn't going to be able to get the knife then, because one of the options was go back upstairs to get it.
At least we're safe here. She's still in chains. And those chains stop her from continuing her advance. At least she looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion. And then she slices through her arm.
And now this time it'll be one-sided completely. Not that it wasn't one-sided before, but even more so.
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here. She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace. That won't stop us from trying. Run, 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 run!
We have no option to self-defend.
You sprint for the stairs, but I wasn't exaggerating when I said she was running at you with a terrifying speed you couldn't hope to outpace. We don't make it, do we? No. You feel her blade in your back before you make it to the first stair.
I'm going to kill you now.
Thanks.
And with a squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Didn't even put up a fight. New chapter though. No way out. This route has been kind of interesting.
You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
There's barely any agency in this. We're just going along for the ride. But it's a little bit different here. Nobody holds the cards. Cares about cards. You're all acting like this is about winning and losing, while this is actually about having fun. Yeah!
How can you care about having fun at a time like this? There is someone or something out there pulling the strings, and we're all just puppets until we can figure out how to see them. But what if that someone is us, eh? Eh? Wouldn't that be neat? If we were the ones pulling the strings, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have died twice already. Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third?
Just a little bit. It's only too much responsibility if these worlds are real.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. And then, we throw it out the window! What? That blade is the only edge we have. We are too late, because we already did it, didn't we?
What? Okay. Alright, so we didn't bring a blade last time, we're not gonna bring a blade this time.
Unfortunately for the rest of you, and for me, and for the sake of the world, yes.
Damn, Contrarian, you in control today.
That is horribly unfair. He shouldn't be allowed to just do things like that.
You were allowed to just skip us to the cabin, so I guess we have to let him do that.
You were the one who made us pick it up. See? You're not the only one who can figure out how to do things. What's done is done. I suggest you make the best of it. Oh, is this how things are going to be now? All of us vying over a single body? Fine. See this corner? It's mine. And I'd better not see any of you trying to invade my personal space. So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
Maybe.
There isn't a door, there's just that mirror. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
We can see our reality just fine. Why should we trust his?
You make your way to the door at the end.
Let's go.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
So this is very similar to the previous chapter 3 that we had, except we don't have a blade. We won't have a long drawn out battle then, because she'll just beat us up in like 1 microsecond.
I can't say I was particularly invested in looking at it before, but now I really want to see what's in it. If it's so keen on hiding from us, whatever it has must be real good. It feels like it's hiding something from us. It's part of the big picture, I just know it. That's why it's being kept from us. Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs.
We slip down.
As your body tumbles onto the basement landing, the form of the princess comes into view, wryly smiling at you from a distance.
Still as scary as ever.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. And you still don't have a weapon. That's funny. That's a joke. I'm going to kill you now.
Okay.
Yes, that was extremely silly of whoever did that. Probably a bad idea. That was you. I know, I'm just trying to add some levity to this. Well, since all this was your idea, how about you figure out how to get us out of it?
We'll get out via death.
Oh, guys like us don't get to make any decisions. You should know that. I decided to pick up that blade, and you decided to throw it out the window. I take it back. Having my own corner clearly isn't working because I can still hear you three yelling at each other. She's going to kill us again, you know. Especially if we keep fighting with ourselves. We need to get rid of our thoughts. Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
If we died 1,000,000 times in the other chapter 3, what's gonna happen to us this time?
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Alright, I'm out of ideas. What we doing?
Let's see if we can do another one. Are there other ones? All of these ideas suck. Think of something better.
Yeah, that's right, we just have to think. There's probably an answer if we think.
Oh, this probably means we wasted our time.
Just standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
Dang it.
But you don't have time to finish your thought before she closes the distance. And then she skewers you.
She's not blushing this time.
Ow. What a surprise. Yeah, we don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? Nah, we'd know if we died. Right?
The place has gotten so messed up, it's not even clear. Like, we've never seen chapter 4 before either, so that's like the world ultra breaking.
You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you? We're dead, aren't we? We're dead. How long have we been dead? Have we been dead the whole time? Dead. Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
How quickly did we get put back together?
This is
quite impressive.
Horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? I don't actually know how to answer that question. I think he means how many times have we died? Yes, that. Oh, I've lost count, to be honest.
I haven't. It's 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Is this the same?
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a...
Come on, show me something new.
Okay.
Plan, now.
We got the skeptic this time. I don't think we had him before. We're gonna let her stab us, and we're gonna have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. But it doesn't work, and she kills you again and again and again.
She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
0 resistance, though.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder.
With what? With my bare hands.
She skewers you. More noise isn't helping, it's just making it harder to focus.
What's the point? It's all the same.
So I think this is the exact same then.
She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
Maybe not exactly the same.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. We don't even have a weapon. Yeah, some clod threw it out the window.
You idiot!
Again, that was you. No, I was just the clod who suggested it. And if I knew we'd be stuck here forever, I wouldn't have done that.
Except the suggestion makes it into reality, basically.
Just keep dodging, just keep dodging, just keep dodging. She skewers you.
What's the point of avoiding me if you're not going to fight?
See? We lasted a little longer. Barely. Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman. She skewers you.
You're cute.
Thank you!
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. Fine. One last time. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you.
Every
And then
time.
everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, tomorrow's a better day, right? Again, a different chapter 4, but it might be pretty similar. But again.
Your Honor, don't lose
No
your
blade.
head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here. No steel claw, though.
Right.
Was tossing it the only thing we've done that was permanent? That's a sick joke, universe. A sick, sick joke. If it's gone for good, then maybe we never actually needed it. That's what I've been telling you all. We can do this without it. We're tougher than steel. Yeah, mind over matter. Who needs violence when you have love? Who needs love when you've mastered yourself?
No, I think love is important.
Who needs anything when we don't matter?
Oh my god, you're such an emo downer.
Well, boys, are we ready? There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined... Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
Oh, and then... Okay. I'd say we bow down to her right now if that had ever even slightly worked for us.
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
Hang in there, Broken.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it. What just happened? It's so quiet.
No matter if we have a blade or not, it seems to be the same then.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act as the princess approaches, instead allowing her to crash against your form. And yet, there is seemingly nothing for her to crash against. As I'm slowly regaining my long quiet powers. Again and again she swings at you, but there never really was a you to swing at.
This worked before. I was able to make you dead before.
Oh. Oh, not having a blade actually made us a bit more incorporeal. She swings again, and this time, she hits something. Or something hits her. She looks down in confused terror as her arms bend and folds in upon itself.
Did you do that? It's funny if you did. You're nothing. You've done nothing to me, and I've done so much to you, and that's who we are. But it's like you're nothing now. You can't be nothing. If you're nothing, then what am I? Am I nothing too?
Oh no, she's having an existential crisis.
No, I'm the one who hurts you.
She hurls herself at you, but as she does, her metal body bends outward, the very contact with what you are repelling her to the point of destruction. Ooh. Oh wow, this is slightly more interesting than having a blade, huh? Like, having a blade we just fight to the death, but then this one, by some otherworldly forces, we defeat her. The din of shrieking metal subsides, and something small and delicate falls into your hand. It's her heart. It beats gently, calmly, in your palm. Oh! Oh my god! Hansy? Not another word is spoken. It's time for you to leave. Ooh, Hansi only had one hand this time because there was only one thing to take. All the metal was gone. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. What do you have then? Just the heart? Oh my god! Ooh.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the...
Is this vessel different from the previous one?
This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart.
It's relatively the same.
Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Wow. Okay. This is bizarre, but I guess that's what it is.
Each of us will finally know what we are. I will be
here,
waiting for you.
Everything goes dark and you die. So if I keep going, I'll only have capacity for one more before they force me to end this. So I was thinking, well, maybe I'll try some of the half chapters, half playthroughs first, and then we'll do one last final complete playthrough. How many chapters do we have left? Not that many, but some of them, I think, continue off previous choices from the first batch of playthroughs we did. Like in the tower, I think there might have been a different choice or something. So yeah, we'll take a look at those when we come back, and we'll see. This one that we just did, interestingly enough, for a story about so many different choices and even the most minute of choices making differences, both of those routes were pretty railroaded, and I enjoyed the lightheartedness of it, even though we were killing each other and all that. Again though, from the end, I do find myself wondering a little bit on how the long quiet part gets activated. How does Hansi get activated? When we don't have a weapon, we actually manage to defeat her even easier than if we did have a weapon. Because towards the end there, we were morphing into our godly form. But she wasn't. She was still more mortal than me. Interesting.